My people, welcome to Igbo Area TV. The same federal government that kept Nnamdi Kanu in detention for years is now saying we are ready to negotiate. But then they add, listen carefully, they add, don't use Kanu as a condition for political support. How does that even make sense? Sit back, because what we are about to reveal to you will shock you.
Igbo Area TV, on the Igbo.
Tell Buhari, that's what I said, that he's mad. He cannot tell me. He cannot tell me. He's a madman. He appoints judges. Buhari has appointed judges in this country. He should stop with the judges. That is rubbish. People can have it, I will not have it. I won't have it. I will not have it. Buhari can intimidate judges, not me. Nonsense. I would have killed my people. Yeah, it's okay. After killing my people, you tell me to tell the secret. Yeah. The person is mad. Completely mad.
We do not want to call it a travesty of justice because of the respect we had for the judiciary, but we are utterly disappointed that today bail was refused. On what grounds? The Supreme Court on 15 December criticized very severely the revocation of Nnamdi Kanu's bail in several pages, which we are going to make available to the media. At pages 19, 20, and 21 of Justice Again's judgment, he even suggested that the impartiality of the trial court in revoking Nnamdi Kanu's bail is suspect. We didn't mind all of that, but still we made an application, a fresh application, to my Lord, urging her to exercise discretion to restore Nnamdi Kanu's bail. She refused it without any reason whatsoever. And then we made a second application to accentuate the need for this bail application, pointing to the enormous challenges we face as defense counsel in consulting with Nnamdi Kanu privately and confidentially at the detention facility of the DSS headquarters in Abuja. We are only allowed 30 minutes each as counsel on only Mondays and Thursdays for a cumulative period of 2 hours, twice a week, to consult with him separately.
What happened today is an act of Federal High Court overruling the decision of the Supreme Court. I want you to get it right. Because the Supreme Court said Nnamdi Kanu never jumped bail, that the court ought not have revoked that bail on the application of the violator of his right, that is the federal government. You cannot benefit from your own wrong. And we thought that the Supreme Court would have exercised its power under Section 6 of the Constitution to make a consequential order directing that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. But they directed that the trial should be continued here, and we should make an application.
What happened today in this court is almost like an opportunity lost to bring peace, immediate peace, to the southeast. The Supreme Court had given the Federal High Court the opportunity to bring peace to the southeast, and unfortunately they are toying with that opportunity given to them by the Supreme Court. All that the Federal High Court need was to go back to the ruling of the Supreme Court and follow it and give back the bill it had previously withdrawn, and then you will see absolute peace in the southeast. But with what happened today, it's obvious that certain persons don't want that peace to return to the southeast. My Lord, that the defendant has now applied for bail. Now, as I've said earlier, bail is a decision of the court, taking into consideration all the conditions laid down in Muhammad Abacha v. State. At this stage, I am of the opinion that to make or take a stand on the bail application without first hearing and determine the issue that is glaring in the face, which is the absence of the defendant from the court since 25th of April 2017 until he was produced on the 29th of June. My Lord, which was exactly what the Supreme Court did. They said that he did not jump bail. These criminals came to my house to kill me. That's what the Supreme Court said. This is in your own ruling, in your own court, my Lord. So I cannot understand, my Lord, why my trial will be conducted contrary to the Constitution of Nigeria that said I must have free and unfettered access to my counsel. Is here.
I don't see anything why he's his continued detention, quite frankly, especially as the law, the courts have granted him bail. Government must obey the law. Rule of law is an intrinsic asset that we must cherish and live with. And I've said I'm going to discuss with every agitator. We're a democratic government. We shouldn't be doing things that are arbitrary.
The federal government is willing to negotiate with Southeast leaders on the release of Nnamdi Kanu. But this must not be used as a precondition to support President Tinubu's administration. According to the federal government, they say they are open. But they won. Can you imagine? They are wanting to. They said, don't make it a political demand. It sounds like selective justice. I laugh in Yoruba this time because, let me laugh in Yoruba. Now, let's take you back to June 2021. Kanu was forcefully repatriated from Kenya, kidnapped from Kenya. Between 2022 and 2023, courts ordered his release, but the federal government kept appealing. Remember, federal government kept appealing. In 2023 and 2024, Buhari's government maintained that IPOB was a terrorist group. Tinubu said nothing. No. Now in 2025, suddenly, they want dialogue. Federal government went from never to maybe now. It is maybe. So why now? Why now? Let me tell you why. Election heat, election fever. International pressure, maybe international pressure, or unrest in the East. Why? Now they say, let's talk. But in the same breath, they say, don't talk too loud. What kind of dialogue is that? You arrest someone, then punish his people for asking for his release. In Nigeria, that's in Nigerian politics, every region demands something. The North demanded power shift. The Southwest got the presidency after June 12 crisis. So why must Igbo people beg and not demand? Igbo people are supposed to demand. They are not supposed to beg. Now, listen to what the people are saying. We know they follow them play again. If Kanu no come out, then no go see votes. All these our leaders, what they just do is they protect their positions. That is what they do. Igbo masses as a whole feel ignored. And Umahi's message sounds like, support us first. We might free him later. Can you imagine? He's joking, playing with our heads. For me, it's a political trickery. And I believe that is how everybody sees it. So what's really going on? Is Tinubu using Umahi to test public reaction? What is going on? Are they setting up Kanu's release as a campaign reward for 2027? We must say it loud. Or is this just damage control? This no be justice. This na campaign planning. Make I tell you now. You can't hold a man hostage and then say, let's talk, but only on our own terms. Their own terms, not our own terms. What do you think? Should Nnamdi Kanu's release be demanded or negotiated? You viewers. Is the Southeast being blackmailed with their own son's freedom? Drop your comment, share this video, and subscribe to Igbo Area TV. Our voice must be louder than their games. Our voice must be louder than their games. This content is for educational and informational purposes. Igbo Area TV does not endorse violence, secession, or any illegal activity. We stand for peaceful dialogue, justice, and equal rights for all Nigerians. See you later. Bye. Federal government game. We know. Ngwano, I'll be back tomorrow again.